Hey guys, this is Mr. Lucky. I wanted to walk through setting up our engineering notebook with you guys, and this will be one of your first grades for the course, and it's a very important step because these assignments from this engineering notebook are going to be in the lab category, and that's 40% of your grade. So this is a very important part of this course, keeping a legal document known as an engineering notebook and making sure we follow the best practices, like always using blue or black ink, signing and dating each entry, and many other best practices that's going to be covered in the other video. But first, I just wanted to show you how we're going to set this up. And let me talk about the notebook itself. Make sure that it is a quartile ruled, meaning it has graph paper in it, instead of like the lines that you would see on notebook paper. We don't want that. We want this quartile ruled or graphing composition book. Also make sure that it is bound. It has a binding right here so that the pages cannot be easily removed. Also check and make sure there's not perforations, those little dots or holes here that let you tear the pages out. That is also not acceptable. It has to be completely bound. You can pick these up at Walmart or office supply stores, Amazon, even have a few here if you can't find them there that I can sell you. But you'll need to get one of these right off the bat. So once you have your book, what you need to do is fill out the cover page or the title page. You need to write the name of the course, which is IED, or Intro to Engineering Design. You also need to put your name, first and last name, and then put your class. Which block are you taking this course? And this will help me and Mr. Williams identify which engineering course we're talking about, who the student is, and what class they're in. That way we don't get things mixed up. Alright, the next step is to fill out our table of contents. So when you open up the cover here, the very first page, I want you at the top to write table of contents, and make sure you're doing this in blue or black ink. And you're going to make 3 columns. You're going to have one for the date, you're going to have another column for the name of the assignment or the project, and the last column is for the pages. So I've done an example. You don't have to write this example down yet. You will soon, but once we start doing assignments, you'll fill in the date of the entry, the name of the assignment. The first one we're going to do is 1.3 concept sketching, so you'll put the name there. And then I'm not sure how many pages it's going to take me, so I'll just put page 1 through and leave that blank until I'm done. So when I'm done with the assignment, let's say it took me 5 pages, I'll come back and I'll put 1 through 5 there. Alright, so once you have this, you have your table of contents done. The next thing I want you to do is to skip a few pages, because everybody writes differently. Some people write really big. Maybe you want to skip some lines, so it might take you a couple of pages to do your table of contents as we go through the year. So leave a few blank pages, and then at the top right, on the right hand side, I want you to write page 1. So write a 1 right there, and go ahead and number every page on the outside top corner all the way through your notebook, so we don't have to worry about putting numbers on there for the rest of the year. They're already numbered. So you should notice a few things. The top right is always going to be odd numbers, because we started off, our first page was at the top right, and over here is going to be page 2 and page 3 and so on. Page 4, page 5, and just keep going. Once you have all your pages numbered, on page 1, I want you to write in a footer. So this is also going to be on every single page that we do. We always need to have this information at the bottom of our page. The word proprietary, which means this belongs to whoever's signature this is, and you're going to sign your name at the bottom, right next to that. Then you're also going to have the date, so you're going to put your signature and the date at the bottom of every single page when you complete a page. You also want to leave space for a witness to sign and date. So it could be your neighbor, it could be your parents, it could be me or Mr. Williams, but somebody needs to watch you sign this and date it. Because again, this is going to be a legal document, so we have to follow all these rules. And again, make sure it's always in blue or black ink. And you only need to do the footer for the first page just to get it set up. But once we start doing work, every time you complete a page, you're going to put that footer at the bottom. Alright, once you have your title page, your table of contents, and your pages numbered, and a footer on your first page, then your notebook is set up and ready for use. The next thing you need to do is view the video below about the best practices for the engineering notebook. Make sure you pay close attention to that. Take notes if you need to, because these are the things that will you'll be graded on when we take up your engineering notebooks.